Red Machiavelli. 23, 2 G's on it.
Fam life, fuckers. My battle stripes on rosary and feathers on my body like I'm a walking canvas, bitch. Watch me turn out the light. My gun loaded.
We're not going to recommend nobody read this book. We're not going to recommend people study it. And we're not going to recommend people look at it for real facts. But this book is, or should be, retired. But before I get into why it should be retired, I'm going to show you J.A. Rogers. Like I say, I got all of J.A. Rogers' works. I have all of them. And I don't recommend his works to nobody. I'm a huge fan, but I won't recommend his works because everybody was black to J.A. Rogers. In these books, he tells you that he goes back 8 generations to consider somebody black. Now, back in the 20s and 30s, this was considered scientific. But in today's world, it just won't work. Every last one of them. Shit, I even got the damn newspaper clippings. Rogers made a lot of mistakes, but I won't recommend them. But the thing is, you gotta understand, Rogers made a lot of mistakes. And I retire his work, A. Rogers. But I retire his works with respect because they're outdated. It is way, way outdated. And this is actually the only book that I recommend from Rogers to this day. And it's a play with loose facts. If you update the facts, man, it'll still be a great play. Like, I won't quote his facts, but I'll quote J.A. Rogers' statements. Like in Sex and Race, he says, the American Negro has become so Americanized that if it wasn't for his skin color, he wouldn't know where he came from.
Like in Sex and Race, he says, the American Negro has become so Americanized that if it wasn't for his skin color, he wouldn't know where he came from.
But this just read J.A. Rogers, man. This is why I retire his works, because he made a lot of mistakes. It's outdated. And there's no way you should be quoting 1920s or 1930s research in 2016 that's based off of J.A. Rogers' research without actually looking at the source documentation. Which brings me to this book, They Came Before Columbus by Sertima. This is not a great book. This book is based off theories and hypotheses. This is not a great book. This book is based off theories and hypotheses. And when he says, Leo Wiener, shit, you should go get Leo Wiener. And this book is what this book is based off of. This book is way outdated. Leo Wiener wrote this book in the 1920s. He actually wrote 3 volumes. This book is a combination of all 3 volumes. He basically said Africans came here with Arab influence. It's a cool book, but it's outdated. But this is not the only reason why this book is on my retiree list. Now, this book is the reason why we have to retire They Came Before Columbus. This book is a mythology book. The title alone is telling you what the book is. It's myths. All the myths of pre-Columbian America is in this book. All of them. Now all you gotta do is Google this guy's name and you'll see all the pseudo books he wrote. You ever hear them Morris cats say, when Albuquerque got to America, the Native Americans were like, oh, come another white one, come another white one. That's a corrupted story of the conquistadors. That story is in this book. But like I say, this is a mythology book. If you Google it, you can find it for free. I messed around and ordered it by mistake. See, like, I wouldn't have a problem if Van Sertima quoted this book once or twice. But Van Sertima quoted this book a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 right there. Where is it on here? 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I'm through counting, man. But this is a mythology book. That's why this book should be retired.
It's very clear. I do what I want, I never known fear. The chief of the piggies wanna see me dead. Machiavelli resurrected, God made him red. I'm a warrior with my war paint on.